Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Sadashiva Samarambha Shankaracharya Madhyama Asmadacharya Paryanta Vande Guru Parampara. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punaha Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Mukam karoti vachalam Pangum langhayate girim Yat kripatamaham vande Paramanandamadhavam Paramanandamadhavam. An individual is born with three basic defects, three doshas. That is what is said. Dosha means defect, fault. So every one of us are born with these three problems. What are the three? The basic one is called as the veiling of our self. We do not know our real nature. So this is called as avarana. Avarana itself means veiling. So this is a basic defect. You may say original sin. If you want to use a word like that. Okay, this is number one. First, Swamiji, you please tell what is the topic now. The topic is this. I think I should tell the topic little later. Then only it makes sense. Achha, so first defect is avarana. The second defect is called as mala. Okay. Mala means dirt, impurity. Okay. So this is also there within us. Okay. Now what these things mean, we'll little more see after some time. The third defect is called as vikshepa. Vikshepa means agitation. This we understand, no? Third one, yes. That, yes, I have. But what are these first two? See, avarana means, as I just now described, I do not know my real nature. Anybody here who says, I already know my real nature? Then I'm sure you would not have come here. The very fact that we have come shows that we have started on a journey towards a self-discovery. We think we take ourselves to be a particular individual. A particular individual means, what do we mean? The Upanishads declare that my real nature is the supreme all-pervading Brahman. The Upanishads declare that my real nature is Sat Chit Ananda. Existence, consciousness, bliss. But how do I feel myself today? I feel myself today to be a particular person, not the infinite all-pervading reality. Sometimes very intelligently we block our chair. We put something and go. And then when we come back, we find somebody is sitting right on top of that. Immediately we tell what? This is. You may not say immediately. 2-3 days afterwards, if that place really becomes yours, because you have been sitting continuously, you will definitely say what? This is my chair. You may not say this is my chair so bluntly. Sir, did I put a kerchief or something here? Very intelligent. No, nothing. No, I think it is there. He gets up. Oh, this is your seat. Oh, yes, it is mine. What I mean is that we have a very concrete sense of being a limited individual. Undeniable. Undeniable. Where are you sitting? On a particular chair. So when you say that I am sitting here, that itself means what? That you are here and not there. So this sense of individuality, so it doesn't mean that a person who has known the self will not say that I am sitting here or I am sitting there. He will definitely say, but he doesn't mean it. Okay? There's something called as what we mean and what we really don't mean. Right? So he may not really mean it. He says it because it is vyavahara. The transactional world, somewhere you have to tell where you are. He doesn't say, where are you staying? One brahmachari, he said that, Gurudev had come to Siddhabari and the brahmachari was standing. Brahmachari is Purna Kumbha. So Gurudev asked that brahmachari, just to know which center he belongs to. Brahmachari, where are you from? Where are you? He said, I am everywhere. Gurudev said, Namaskar. It doesn't mean that the realized person will not say this or that, but he doesn't mean it. And a person who has not known, even if he says he is everywhere, his behavior will not be like that. Saying doesn't mean. And what you mean, you may not say. These are two different things. So being a limited individual is the first defect, and that is called as avarana. Okay? Is this clear? Shall we go to the next one? Now, when I am a limited individual, what happens to me? Please think. I have to take care that you don't take away what is mine. Because I am me and you are you. When I am a limited individual, I start living a life of fear. I start living a life of limited values. I start having things with a feeling that this is mine and I should not be deprived of this. And I start putting efforts to take whatever possible in order to increase the sphere of mine. And as I keep expanding with these kind of possessions, and possessions need not be always physical, it could be also the sense of mental achievements, intellectual gains, right? A sense of pride at what I have achieved. And trying to see that what I did, I get the credit. Because this is mine. So I start living typically a limited individual life characterized by fear. The Upanishads say, Dvitiyadvai bhayam bhavati. From duality springs forth fear. And fear doesn't mean only fear. Fear stands as representative for all the limited sufferings that we face, what the scriptures would say as the 6 enemies, shud ripus. And they are enumerated as kama, desire, krodha, anger, lobha, greed, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, delusion, mada, pride, matsarya, jealousy. That's the last one to go. Please don't think matsarya is put on the end means what? It's least important. No. That's the last thing to go. Okay. These 6 are again representative for all the various shades of suffering emotions that we go through. And all of them are together called as mala, dirt, impurity. So what is impurity? That which makes us feel uncomfortable is called as impurity. That which is not basically myself. If it was just myself, I should not feel any difficulty with that. Guruji's example head today evening. Is it not? Aren't we uncomfortable with any of them? Okay? Mala. And third is vikshepa. Vikshepa means, literally it means disturbance. Literally it means not being steady. Suppose a pond is there. Still, calm, quiet pond. And in that pond we throw a stone. What happens? Disturbance. Our mind, basically intellect, that's a better word here. If mala pertains to the mind, vikshepa pertains to the intellect. Avarana is deeper. Avarana is still more deeper. It is causal, they say. Causal, it is still more deeper, right into our unconscious. If you want to use the Sanskrit word, karana sharira. Okay? Causal body. Sometimes people write causal body as casual body. Totally opposite. Causal body. Right? So vikshepa is what? Vikshepa is disturbance. Vikshepa is lack of focus for the intellect. Vikshepa is lack of steadiness at the level of our thoughts. Vikshepa is lack of single pointedness. Okay? Now, the point is this. All of them are caused by what? See, first avarana. From avarana comes mala, and from mala comes vikshepa. Is it not right? Am I saying something logical? Yes. So avarana causes mala, mala causes vikshepa. So what is the original cause? Avarana. How is avarana removed? How is avarana destroyed? Avarana, which is lack of understanding of the self, Avarana, which is lack of perception of our real nature. Avarana, which is lack of appreciation of my essential Swarupa. That will be destroyed only by the knowledge of ourself. No other way. Nanya pantha ayanaya vidyate. There is no other way. Come my way or hit the highway. This is the only way. Okay? But the problem is, we cannot handle avarana directly. Okay? Why we can't handle the avarana directly? Avarana cannot be handled directly because avarana is removed by knowledge, and knowledge cannot happen unless there is a climate for knowledge to rise. You may sow the seed, but unless the land is fertile enough, the seed will not sprout to create the shoot, the plumule and the radicle. And unless it is protected, that shoot, which is just a plumule and a radicle, will not go further and create more leaves. Yes, avarana has to be handled. Only if avarana is removed, everything is solved. Perfectly, it is true. But the point is that avarana requires to be handled in a very, very subtle way, and we need to create the atmosphere for ignorance to be dispelled by knowledge. To explain a little more practically, if the mind is disturbed, if the intellect is not single-pointed, will the knowledge of Vedanta enter? Forget about Vedanta. Will biology also go inside? Forget about biology. That may be difficult. Will mathematics go enter? Oh, yo, Swamiji, what are you telling? Nothing can happen if the mind and intellect is disturbed. So that is why you always find in Vedanta they insist upon two things: purity of mind and single-pointedness of the intellect. Okay? Purity of mind. Purity is shudhi. Mind chitta. So they say chitta shudhi. You all must have heard this term, chitta shudhi. And another term for the single-pointedness of the intellect, chitta ekagratha. Eka agra. Agra means point. See the language beauty of the Sanskrit language. Agra means point. Eka agra. Eka agra means one point. What we call in English single-pointedness. Meaning what? Now the mind rays are, so to say, like the sun's rays going everywhere, scattered. Now if all these mind rays, the mental rays were to focus, what an enormous power. We achieve everything by this power of focus. Even a robber is able to be successful only by focus. And that is why anybody who has got focus is a very good achiever. He may not be a good person, but he is an achiever. Achievement is caused by single-pointedness. Any achievement by single-pointedness. But to be truly successful, you require also purity of the mind. So, two things are important: chitta shuddhi, chitta ekagratha. And once these two things happen, then the right atmosphere is set, not somewhere outside. the right atmosphere is set right within us so that knowledge can be gained. And without setting this right atmosphere, knowledge that is gained will not stay. First of all, it will not enter. If by some reason at that point of time, because of your interest in this knowledge, Vedanta, the mind has been focused, therefore at that point of time you could gain that knowledge, but because purity is not there, that knowledge doesn't settle down. Like cotton which falls from the tree is blown away by the breeze. A wind is not required. A breeze is sufficient. And that cotton is blown away. In the same way, the knowledge that we get from the Guru, from the Shastra, is blown away by the slight winds, slight breeze of Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Okay? So what is the topic? The topic is how to remove this mala and vikshepa. That is the topic. Swamiji, why don't you speak on how to remove avarana? That is happening in what session? Guruji is taking for all of us the session on knowledge. Is it not? Dhyanam nama swarupasya sahajam bhanam. So when this mala is removed, when the vikshepa is removed, and the knowledge is given, then what happens immediately? Swarupasya sahajam bhanam. Natural illuminosity, natural luminosity of the self. Okay. So these 3 days we'll be only talking of how to remove mala, how to remove vikshepa. Meaning, that is, put it in a positive way, how to get chitta shudhi, how to get chitta ekagratha. Shall I move forward now? You see, whatever we want to achieve, we only have 3 instruments to achieve. All human beings, we are endowed with 3 instruments. Okay? And what are those instruments? Okay, body, mind, intellect. Let me say a little more. It cannot be subsumed under these categories. Kaya, Vak, Mana. Swamiji, translation. Kaya, body. Vak, speech. Mana stands for mind, intellect put together. Okay? Kaya, Vak, Mana. All that we achieve through this. And this is no exception. Chitta Shuddhi, Chitta Ekagratha can also be achieved by our body, our speech, our mind. This is the only way. We don't have any other way. No other way is available. So with these 3 instruments, we can achieve Chitta Shuddhi, Chitta Ekagratha. We can dispel what? Mala. We can put an end to vikshepa. Okay? How with this? You cannot say, I'm going to get up now and walk 20 kilometers. Probably I should jog now because kaya, body. I cannot say with my speech now I'm going to, probably take up the Sanskrit dictionary. I have bought the easy Sanskrit study kit. How? How do we use our body? How do we use our speech? How do we use our mind to attain Chitta Shuddhi and Chitta Ekagratha? With these instruments, connect to the purest source possible Connect to the steadiest source possible. Steadiest? Is there a word called steadiest? No. Connect to the most steady source possible and you will get these things naturally. What is the purest source? The purest source is God Himself. The most steady factor, changeless factor, is God Himself. So using these three instruments, we connect to God, and that connection to God purifies us naturally. All that we need to do is to remove the plug and put our finger. You will be shocked. Simple. Once you put your fingers, the rest of the thing is natural. But then they'll say he died an unnatural death. Through the body, what is the way? Through the speech, what is the way? Through the mind, what is the way? Through the body, we say Puja. What is Puja? We'll see. Through the body, we say Puja. Swamiji, Puja. Oh, the most boring. Many people say that. And especially seekers of Vedanta, because there is a natural inclination to go at the level of the mind and move forward. You find a sense of that kind of. And there are some people who love pujas. And they will say, what are you doing in that lecture? Listening. What he is telling? Worship God. Now that's what I am doing. What is puja? We will see. Through the speech, we say Japa. Okay? What all these things we have to see deeply, And through the mind, we say Chintana. Chintana. Okay? Kaya Vangmana Karyamuttamam Pujanam Japa Chintanam Kramat Kaya Vangmana Karyamuttamam. Do you understand these words themselves? Kaya Vangmana Karyam, to be done. Pujanam Japa Chintanam Kramat, respectively. Through the body, Puja. Through the speech, Japa. And through the mind, Chintana. How does Puja purify? You see, Puja doesn't mean that you have to do, 3 hours Puja. Puja does not mean that you have to do 1 hour Puja. Puja does not mean that you have to do 15 minutes Puja. Puja does not mean you should do 5 minutes Puja. Then, Puja means you should connect to God. It is connection which is important, not the duration. That way you can sit down for puja for 5 hours and sleep also in between for 2 hours. That doesn't become puja. When in Vishnu Sahasranama it is said, Yasya smarana matrena janma samsara bandhanat vimuchyate namastasmai vishnave prabha vishnave. Yasya smarana matrena. By a thought. What does it mean? The connection. We have a very beautiful story in the Tamil literature. The Shaivite saints are called as Nayanmars. Okay. And the Vaishnavite saints are called as Arvars. Nayanars or Nayanmars, they say. There was once Shaivite saint, his name was Shakya Nayanar. Shakya, the word means Buddhist. So he is a saint, a Buddhist, and he is called as Shakya Nayanar because he was given darshan by Bhagavan Shiva and accepted as one of his greatest devotees. The story goes like this. It seems because he was a Buddhist, and at that point of time, there was a lot of hatred. Buddhist, the Shaivites, lot of hatred was there. So he had taken a vow, and his vow was what? Every day he will throw a stone at the Shivalinga. That was his vow. And every day he ensured that one stone he threw. And it was Shivaratri day. There was a lot of crowd. So he could not find a time where he is alone and he could throw a stone so that people could not see. People see him throwing stone, he had it. So he is waiting for a time when nobody is there and he can throw a stone. So it was getting time. And he found out one moment when nobody was there. He was having a stone in his pocket, of course. When nobody was looking, he said, Shiva, I had you even today, and threw. And it is said at that time, Bhagavan Shiva gave darshan to him. And he accepted him as one of his devotees. Why? He had established a contact. If you can establish contact with God in hate and you can be transformed, imagine if we can establish contact with love. What is puja? Puja with the help of the body, of course, but the contact is not done with the body. The contact is always done with the mind. I am speaking. My mouth is speaking. Your ears are listening. But where is the contact happening? The contact is happening at the level of the mind. In puja, we establish contact with God through the medium of the body, but with the mind. With the torch, you are able to light something. But it is not the torch which is lighting, it is a battery within which is giving the light. It is a mind which helps you connect via the body. How do we do that? You see, if you really understand what is puja, you will see that is welcoming somebody who is very dear to you. What did I say? Welcoming somebody very dear to you. Welcoming your beloved. Welcoming your master. Welcoming your friend. Choose whatever bhava feeling. Choose whatever emotion you want, you can identify with, and with that emotion, we establish the contact. Because it is emotion which connects. Right? So how do we do it? If you watch how a puja is done, if you understand how puja is done, you will see how the contact is established. First they say avahanam. Avahanam means what? Please come in. When somebody dear to you knocks the door, what do you say? Avahanam, 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 avahanam. Come, come, come. Right? Well, the mind needs a concrete symbol, and therefore we have an idol. But as we saw today in Upasana, the idol represents an ideal. Shastrokte pratike. Shastrokte pratike. What was that line? Utkrishta bhavana. So we have a form which symbolizes the Lord, and using that form we say, come in, come in. Now if you just chant the mantra without feeling, what happens? The contact is not made. It may be a kind of a ritual. Some contact, of course, will be made because you know it is God. But when you know the meaning and when you say it with feeling, then the contact is real. It is more effective. You benefit from it greater. So first, Avahanam. Lord, please come in. And when he comes in, what do you say? Keep standing. When somebody dear to you comes to your home, what do you say? Please sit down. Asanam samarpayami. Asanam is place to sit. And well, he has walked a long way and he has come. Now what do? Legs must be tired. And what can refresh the leg? A little water. Padyam. Okay? The Sanskrit words are not important. What is important to you, I'm telling now, is the bhavana. Well, if you do not know Sanskrit, don't worry. You can very well say in your mother tongue, God, come in. But Sanskrit is your national heritage. Well, that's a different topic I'm not going to know now. Yeah. So, you welcome the Lord, you make him seated down, and you give a very nice place. No? They give the best chair possible. Ratnai kalpita masanam himajalai. Right? Bhagavan Shankaracharya in the Manasa Puja, he says how the puja can be done with the mind. And this, remember, you can do it with your mind. Because the Lord can be invited to your home, which is your heart. This is the Lord's home. Deho devalaya prokta. So sit quietly and say, Lord, I welcome you. Swamiji, I don't have any such, feeling towards any God. You have feeling towards Guru. Welcome your Guru. Swamiji, I don't have any feeling towards Guru. Very sad. You have any feeling towards a great person, a saint? Yes, I think Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, I like. Oh, don't worry. Call him, invite him to your heart. Now, every moment when you say, welcome, what are you doing? You're connecting. Lord, sit down. What are you doing? Connecting. Lord, I wash your feet. Connecting. Lord, let me wash your hands. Connecting. And remember, the more thoughts we have about something, that thought has an effect on us. How does somebody fall in love? On and on. The same stupid girl. He thinks. On and on. He thinks about her twisted nose. And even the twisted nose appears beautiful for him. And then somebody says, oh, okay, what is this girl? Or you tell that girl, this is boy, what do you? You do not know. He's such a gem. Okay. Love is blind. But here it is Bhagavan. The ocean of noble virtues. Ramo Vigrahavan Dharmaha. You think about Bhagavan Rama, his Dharma. And when you think about Dharma, won't your heart be purified? Dharmena papam apanudati. By Dharma, all the papas, papa, mala, goes away. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, these are the papa sin. What other sins are there? As Puja Gurudev says, sin is that which makes you feel uncomfortable with yourself. It's a self-insulting act, as Gurudev would say. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. How self-insulting we feel about us. Right? The contact is established. Okay? Then afterwards you seat Bhagavan and then you give, right? Then you say, Bhagavan, you must, you should take a bath, give a bath. And then afterwards you give a cloth, he wears a cloth. And afterwards you say, you look very beautiful, but a chandan on your forehead, you look very smart. Put a chandan. What about a kumkum? Kumkum. And then you say, what would you love to eat? Jalebi? Not the masala vada. But what he says, tadaham bhakti upahritam ashnami. Why? Because prayatatmanaha. He is a person who wants to put effort in connecting towards me, in connecting with me. I relish that. Everyone responds to love, God included. You cannot say, Swamiji, how can God respond to love? You think he's dull, you think he's inert, you think he's insentient. Even a simple small dog responds to love. And he is God, opposite of dog. Won't he respond? Right? So that love purifies. This is the purification of the mind, removal of mala in the mind, removal of the dirt in the mind, removal of kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya in the mind by establishing contact with God. Okay? This purifies. This is how through the body. If you want to do, collect, puja, dravyas, etc., and then perform an elaborate puja, you are having an elaborate connection. But what is important is not the elaborate puja. What is important is the deep connection. Depending on the time, you can do it. So you have the 5-step puja, panchopachara puja, 10 minutes. You have the shodashopachara puja, 1 hour. And I tell you, you can make your own puja. Because what does the word puja mean? Puja means to worship. You don't have time. I have only 2 minutes. Have your own puja. Close your eyes. Say, God, Krishna, I welcome you. Come fast. I have only 2 minutes more. 2 minutes. Come, run. He will come very fast. He came for Draupadi to more fast. He will take 2 minutes or what? It depends on how you call. Okay? You can do it in your own heart, and that becomes Manasa Puja. Okay? So, through the help of the body, because body is useful for us, you see? Body is useful for us. You go collect flowers, you make prasad, and you make the Lord sit down, you wash him, give him the body is helpful for connecting. Okay? Through the body, puja, through the speech, japa, that we'll take up tomorrow, and through the mind, chintana, the next day. 3 satsangs are there. Okay? And then this mala and vikshepa gone, and then jnana will remove the avarana. And then dhyanam nama surupasya sahajam bhanam. Natural. Okay? Yes, we'll conclude now. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.